shit happened. 2013.
Okay.
June 16th, 2013.
Hello?
Hi,
This is he.
my name's Adam Green. I'm a sergeant with Sacramento Police Department. How are you?
Doing very well. How about yourself, sir?
Good. Did you happen to talk to your parents? They tell you we stopped by looking for you?
Yeah, they had mentioned something about that, but they were a little vague on the details.
Yeah, we didn't give them any details just because, we figured it's your parents and it's your business.
Okay. What's going on?
We're investigating, my partner and I are investigating a case, and we think you may be somehow related or potentially a witness. So in 2013, June of 2013, you were stopped at Amy Hardware and they accused you of stealing some ice cream while you were having some glass cut.
Yes.
So we're not interested in the alleged theft of the ice cream. What we're curious about, if you're willing to talk about it, is your interaction with the loss prevention at the store.
Oh my God, you were absolutely fucking psycho.
All right, well then you remember it.
Yeah, I mean, the initial, okay, so I'm walking out the door, I had been waiting, and I kept the package there. I was just going to have them ring up the package when I was leaving, but, I spent including the glass and the wood, I spent $60 there.
Yeah, and before I forget, just so you know, we're speaking on a recorded line, okay? I want to make sure you know that.
All right, thanks for telling me. Now, yeah, so I was spending $60 at the Amy Hardware down there, and while I was waiting, I was taking what I thought was an inordinate amount of time to get that glass cut.
Yeah.
So, anyway, the ice cream sandwich was $1.50, and I was a little hungry. We were going to go get something to eat, but I didn't want to leave before the job was done, so I had them cut the glass. I went out. I was paying for it. It was $60, and I completely forgot it. I mean, I didn't want to put it in my pocket because it had heavy ice cream all over.
Yeah, totally.
Basically, I just forgot about it. Now, the loss prevention encountered me outside the store, and I initially thought I was, it was goof. I just paid $1.50. I mean,
yeah.
I just spent $6 there, and so they take me in that back room and fucking handcuff me, and I'm waiting there they detain me for several fucking hours until, Fact PD shows up. They refuse to accept $1.50. Even after the police interaction, they refused to receive $1.50. Ultimately, I was released, but yeah, I mean, it was, I was inordinately fucking pissed at that ordeal.
Can you maybe start by describing, to the best of your recollection, I remember it was a long time ago, the loss prevention people that you interacted with, do you remember what they looked like at all?
Yeah, it was a blonde woman and a bald man. The bald man was probably about 5'10". The blonde woman was about the same height. God, she was somewhat attractive looking, actually. She had a bust and everything, but she was just absolutely psycho. I mean, that is the description that I can kind of.
What was her when you say she was psycho? What was her attitude like?
Well, okay. Well, first of all, it was very pleasant when I'm trying to walk out the door, but I thought it would just be a simple matter of paying for the ice cream as an oversight. But then afterward, she, they kept me in the little room. They locked me in there. The guy was standing by the door. Then they refused to let me leave without signing a admission of guilt, essentially, which I refused to do. So, they basically locked me and said that they would keep me there indefinitely until I signed this paperwork, which I refused to do, and ultimately it wasn't resolved until the Sacramento police came.
Yeah.
So it was several hours. My friend told me at the time the initial detainment lasted from, I don't remember, it was somewhere over 3 hours they detained me before police came.
What did they tell you?
To let me leave.
What did they tell you?
I'm sorry, what?
What did they tell you about that form that they wanted you to sign?
They didn't tell me anything about the form, but
Okay.
I read the form, and it was essentially an admission of guilt. And then the second form was a form that would say that I agreed to never come back to the Amy hardware again. But I refused to sign either document, and that really upset them. Then they made a photocopy of my license without my permission, and they essentially rifled through my possessions.
Like your pockets and stuff?
Yes.
And then that form, did they tell you that you were going to have to pay them anything?
No.
No. Okay.
Well, they said that I would be. They didn't really go over any of the form. No.
Okay. Do you remember if there were any dollar amounts or anything on the form that suggested that they were trying to pursue like a civil remedy rather than going to court, that you would have to just pay them to make up for what you'd done or they accused you of doing?
Exactly. Thank you. You know, I don't. Again, I didn't sign anything,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
I read the documents, and I out of hand
Yeah.
agreed to sign any of them.
How did it finally resolve when the sheriff's department got there? What was the end result? What happened?
Well, the sheriff's department never took my statement on what happened.
Okay.
And I was a little upset about that.
Yeah.
But, and the woman talked over me when I tried to give my side of the story.
Yeah.
And apparently they were fine with that, which, again, I was upset with. But, the sheriff's, or the Sacramento PD, they left me in the room, and then they talked with the two loss prevention people outside. Sac PD came back in, talked to me a little bit, then they tried to get me to sign the documents, which I again refused to do. And I take that back. I did sign an agreement saying that I would never come back to the Amy hardware again, which
Okay.
at that time I was, completely willing to do.
Yeah.
And then the officer asked if I would pay the $1.50, at which point the woman said, no, he stole that. So, they didn't even allow me to do that.
Yeah.
At that point, I was led by an officer outside, put in the back of the police car, and my possessions were returned to me, and then I left.
Okay. When the two loss prevention officers came up to you, did they identify themselves in any way, or did they tell you they were loss?
The woman pulled out a badge.
Okay. What about the guy? Did he say anything or do anything?
No. I didn't see the gentleman until after the woman had led me into the back room.
Okay. And to the best of your recollection, how would you describe him, the male half?
Again, he was a shaved head. Probably about 5'10". Somewhat stocky build, I guess you could call it. Not like ripped or anything.
Yeah.
He was about early to mid 40s.
Do you remember his hair color at all?
No, again, he was shaved.
Okay.
So he didn't have a beard or any kind of hair color.
Okay. And did he say very much to you during the process?
No, he didn't talk very much during that interaction.
Okay. And
I mean, he did say like a few words, but he's the one who put handcuffs on me.
Yeah. Did he have the handcuffs? Did he like pull them out of his pocket or off his belt or something?
Yeah, it was something like that.
Did you see if he had a badge or anything like that?
I did not.
Okay.
If he did, he never showed it to me.
Okay. Have you ever been back there since then?
No.
And I know you live kind of close by there. Have you ever talked to anyone else who's had any encounters like yours with loss prevention at that store?
To be honest with you, I really haven't talked much about the event.
Oh, okay. And
that's the two gentlemen who also have a day off next to me. I'll have some questions.
All right. Well, I can't think of anything else. And I really appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk to us. I know this was a long time ago, so.
Yeah. Well, you know, I was very upset about the whole situation. I mean, again, you know, I apologize profusely at the time, but they seemed hell-bent on fucking getting a thief or something. I don't know. It was an ordeal that I'd rather not have to ever go through again.
Yeah, I can imagine. It sounds like a simple oversight that could have been simply resolved. Hey, Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. For future reference, can I get your address if I need to reach out to you again? I doubt it will be the case, but just in the off chance. You're in right now, is that correct?
That is correct.
Do you have an address I could get for you?
You know what? I'm over at my buddy's place right now, and I actually just moved like 3 days ago. I haven't memorized my new location yet, but if you need to, I can call you back with that information.
You know, I have a phone number for you. Do you change your phone number very often? Or are you going to change it?
Probably not.
All right. Well, maybe if you don't mind calling me back, and if I don't answer, you can just leave it on my phone. And if you have a pen handy, I'll give you my phone number.
1 moment. You guys see a pen? Is there a pen here? Right here. Oh, cool. Alrighty.
I'm at 916-808-2297. And I assume not, but you didn't by any chance get any of that paperwork from them that they tried to have you sign, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay. All right. All right, man. I really appreciate it.
All right. Are they, like, filing a civil or something against me?
No. You are a witness. We are conducting an investigation, and, you know, you can kind of read through the lines based on our questions, but we are conducting our own investigation of that business and their practices, and along with their loss prevention activities.
Okay.
And
well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you don't have anything to worry about. You're not a suspect or anything. Nobody's suing you, or we're not going after you criminally. We're conducting an investigation that you're, you know, kind of a witness to.
All right, sir. Well, if there's anything else I can do to help.
All right. I really appreciate it. Good luck.
Oh, it's awesome out here.
Right on.
Take it easy.
All right. Take care. Time is 11:09 hours. It's October 5th, 2015.